Hi guys, and welcome to Golden Wings Angel Card Readings. Today's reading will be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and this is going to be the Life, Purpose, and Career reading for July and August 2017. I will be using 3 decks. I'll be pulling cards from the Archangel Power Tarot by Doreen and Ragleigh Valentine, the Angel Oracle cards or Tarot cards by Doreen and Ragleigh Valentine. I'll be pulling a single Life Purpose Oracle card, and I'll be pulling a single Messages for Healing with the Fairies Oracle card. I have already done the shuffling ahead of time, and I've done that so that we're not pressed for time, and I can go ahead and really get on with your readings and actually do the reading for you, and that way we're not sitting on screen with me shuffling the whole time. And so basically, here we go. This is for Sagittarius, and the first card that we're going to pull to turn today is the Queen of Raphael, caring, giving person. Right in the middle we have the High Priestess and the Two of Michael. For the Angel Oracle or Tarot card deck, we have the Seven of Fire to the left and the Page of Fire right in the middle, right underneath that High Priestess, and Seven of Earth on the right. So if I can kind of pick these up for a second, I'll kind of show you what they look like. On one side we've got the Queen, and right in the middle is the High Priestess, and then we've got the Two of Michael. So the High Priestess is right in between these two other cards here. And then on our lower, we have some fire energies coming in. We have Seven of Fire, Page of Fire, and Seven of Earth. Okay. Underneath our decks, as underlying energies coming to us, we have the Justice card, another major arcana card, and the Two of Earth, another 2. So, all right, Sagittarius, first thing that I've noticed is we have 3 2s going on here. We have the Two of Michael, we have Major Arcana, High Priestess, and the Two of Earth. So as far as career and life purpose right now, we've got a lot of choices. It's going to be a lot of choices coming up for you. And with this High Priestess right in the middle, you're going to need to use your intuition a little bit, because with these choices, there may be something that you just don't know yet. You don't have all of the information yet. That's what this High Priestess is here saying. She's saying that there's more to be revealed, and you might have to wait just a little bit to get that information. But it's important information, so it's worth waiting for. And these other 2s, Two of Michael and Two of Earth, are both about a need to make a decision with these choices. This card here is having quite a lot of options and not knowing which one to choose. And this card here is being stuck in analysis paralysis and being in a stalemate, and it's saying to you, you need to make a decision. Okay? But with that said, we have this card right here saying that you might need to make a decision, but within these next 2 months as well, we have some new information that we're going to need to have uncovered first. The way to get that information would be to really tune in and follow your own intuition and guidance. It may be that it's time to do a meditation. It may be that it's time to journal. Anything that gets you, maybe take a walk out in nature, see if you get kind of an aha moment. Anything that gets you a little more connected with your guides, with your angels, God, however that means to you, Earth Mother, spirit animals, whatever it is that helps you to kind of ground and to get messages. There's some messages here that we still need the answers to. Now we have the Queen of Raphael right here. And this may be you. It may be somebody you meet. A lot of times this is a very nurturing person. This is a person that gives and gives and gives. The text on the card, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So again, we're talking about psychic and intuitive information here with both of these cards. We're also talking about how family is featuring prominently in this. And if this is you, the other message here is to make sure that you are not taking care of everybody else and not taking care of yourself. Because this person here gives and gives and gives and gives. And what a wonderful person, whether this is you or someone else, it's a very helpful, very comforting person. Just have to remember that if it's you, this person very often does not take time for themselves and as a result can overdo it, okay? Down here below, we have the Seven of Fire, which with all these choices you have, with all this indecision you have, this card here is saying you're passionate about getting around it. This card here is saying, look at all this energy of this young lady here riding this dragon. This is not a card where you're just kicking back. This is a card of action. This is a card saying you're already aware that you might not be going exactly where you want to be going with your career and life purpose, but you're on it. You're ready to do it. This card right here is saying that the passion is there. The passion is there for you to do this. It is, however, saying defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely. So remember, just because you've decided that you want to do something and you're passionate about doing it and it's time for you to make a change, unfortunately, that doesn't always mean that people are, let's face it, what we would love is to have love and support from everyone. Sometimes, though, we don't always get that, do we? We get, other people kind of playing the devil's advocate or saying, well, what about this? Well, what about that? Okay? So this is saying very clearly, don't let those people matter so much. Defend your decisions. Be positive in your outcome. But also pick your battles, right? I mean, it's important to not just hop on everything that comes along. There's a lot of energy here, a lot of passion. So the last thing you want to do is every single person that comes up that maybe has a constructive criticism and actually could help you figure your way through this, and then you're like, yeah, I don't care, right? Zulu John, because you don't like what they're saying because you're in one of those, I'm passionate about this and I need to do this. Or if somebody comes along, concerned about the fact that you maybe have so many choices and you haven't made a decision. You already know you're going to make a decision. This is a passionate card. This is saying that you want out of this, okay? This is saying that you have the ability to get out of it by looking inward and that there's more information you're going to get. Somebody around you or yourself will be supportive of this. And this card is saying simply, make the decision. You can do it. You can do it. Don't let fear-based ideas, it can't be true to somebody else. It has to be true to you. So here's something cool. These two are coupled together, and I love this for you, for your career and life purpose. You have the High Priestess right above the Page of Fire, okay? Page of Fire means there's something coming towards you. You've got an exciting new endeavor, okay? Use your originality and ingenuity, which means as far as career and life purpose, something's coming into play here. Something is going to happen over these next couple of months. If it's not a person, it's an energy, right? Could be your own energy, could be a person. Usually this is news coming in though, an idea, news, a fresh idea, something that comes in and gets you creatively inspired. I mean, look at this dragon. This is all going on down over here, right? This is not something where there's nothing percolating. Something is going on here. And the cool thing is, this is what you may need to know more about. This is what you might be waiting for. The reason that you're stuck without being able to make a decision, having all these options you know about, being passionate to get out of this, but what's happening is this is still on the way. And when this gets here, this will be a very interesting couple of months, because when it gets here, this will probably go, aha, why didn't I see this before? And then you'll know exactly which way to go. Okay? Seven of Earth down here at the bottom. And the reason I also say this is because with Seven of Earth down here at the bottom, you know, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, but no need to worry. Okay? Which again, I think again, is giving even more credit to the fact that there's something coming, and it's not quite here yet. This may be the delay in action. It's on its way. It's not here yet. There's more information that you need. As soon as you get this information, this new idea, this new person that comes in, whatever it is, you're ready to go. This card here is saying, don't worry. It's all here. The groundwork is here. So, whether you're feeling a bit defensive or not, don't worry about feeling defensive. Drop the defensiveness. It's not worth it. It's a waste of your time and your energy. This is saying it's here. It's here. You just need a little bit more information. And when this comes in right here, you're going to know. It's not going to be a question anymore. You're going to know. Also, we have this other card writing over here. And the really powerful good news about this is that whatever decision it is, whatever path you take, whatever's going on, this Justice card here is usually a card that's saying it's in your favor. So, yes, be careful of if there's something that comes your way in the form of a document or a legal document, read it carefully. Know what you're signing. So let's say this fabulous new thing comes at you quickly. Take a little bit of time and read behind the lines. Okay? If you get something come at you quickly, you have all these other cards saying, make a decision, make a decision. At the same time, don't jump so fast, right? When this comes in, that you're not really looking at the fact that this is saying the outcome will be in your favor, whether it's karmically, whether it's legally, whatever it is you've got going on. You've got your angels, your guides, it's behind you. This is okay. But until you have all the facts, just be just a little bit careful and know that it's okay if there's a delay. It's okay. As long as you're working to make the decision, it's okay. All right? The thing that's not okay is if you just sit there and dither about, right? You just, I can't decide, I can't decide, I can't decide. If you are laying the groundwork and you are passionate about making a decision at some point, then if there's a delay while you're waiting for this, and while you're waiting for whatever it is to reveal itself, this is telling you here, it's going to be in your favor. It's all good. Everything's good. This is exciting. So I pulled a card from the Life Purpose deck. And this card here is just another fabulous card for you for life purpose and career for the next couple months. It says options. This is Doreen Virtue's Life Purpose cards. The text on the card says, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So here you are. And the cool thing about this is saying, that there may, this is saying here. And this is saying here. There is something you're just not looking at yet. Okay? There's something on the table that you're not aware of. Because this card is saying you have a lot more options than you recognize. This card here is saying you've maybe boxed yourself in a little bit with your career or life purpose. And if you have boxed yourself in, this card is saying, don't do that. Look around. Think out of the box. There's some other things here that you may not have considered. And the really cool thing is, if you haven't considered it, this reading here is saying you're not going to have to try that hard. It's on its way, right? Okay, if you haven't considered it yet, it's on its way. Get grounded. Start looking behind that veil. If you can't see behind the veil, close your eyes, take some deep breaths, start meditating, and feel your way through that veil of the High Priestess to see what she's trying to tell you. Okay, last card. I pulled a card from the Healing with the Fairies deck. And this card essentially is the Inner Child card. Inner Child. And this card is an awesome card. It's just saying that one of the clues to getting what you want is to really be able to look at the fact that you have to take care of your own inner child and what it's saying as well. And of course, my computer is about to go down, so I'm going to plug it in. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Hi, I'm back in the middle of your reading, but it wouldn't have been good to have it shut off at this particular time. So, where were we? Okay, inner child work. Okay. And this card here is basically saying that this is another clue to help you figure out what's going on for your life purpose and career here. Because basically, you know, when you work with your inner child, if you're not giving your inner child enough and you're not really looking at everything that there is to look at, then you're not looking at all of the options and possibilities. These two cards go together really well. You obviously have a lot more than you realize. And the key might be to get a little more playful with your inner child and to really sit down and think about, you know, everything gets so serious as you're trying to figure out life purpose and career, right? We all get so serious. I have to make a decision now. It's a do or die decision. If I make the wrong decision, I'm forever will not have a career and a good life purpose. If I make the right decision, then it's sunshine and lollipops, okay? And what this card is saying is, sometimes you just have to go back and ask yourself, your inner child, what do you want to do? Not what do you have to do? Not what does everyone else tell you you have to do. Grow up, get a job, get this, do this, get your acting gear. That's not it. What do you want to do? What's your heart's desire? What is it that you grew up that you said, I have this passion for? I'm passionate for things. And in the mix, in all these decisions, having to make a decision, you get so bummed out with that and weighed down by that instead of the decision being about what you're passionate about and the next thing that's going to propel you forward in your life, you are stuck with this I have to defend myself. I have to know more. I have to do this. Okay, instead of that, let's do this. Let's go do some inner child work. Let's consider our options. Maybe let's take a few deep breaths, and when you get yourself calm and you get yourself grounded, maybe you can ask yourself, hey, inner child, what is it that you want to do right now with your life, career, and purpose, okay? Because this here is saying there's definitely something coming in. The problem isn't options. You've got options. You've got a lot of options. The universe has your back with this Justice card. The universe has your back. It's saying it's all going to work out for you. It's saying a temporary delay, don't freak out, right? It's saying get in touch with yourself. There's a little more things you need to know. Something's on its way. It's saying we know you're restless. We know you're restless to move on. But before you do that, take some time for you. Consider what it is you want. When you have a lot of options, that's not a curse, it's a blessing. Okay? Options are a blessing. When you flesh them out, sit down with yourself and consider, consider what I want to do. Forget what everybody's telling you need to do. What do you want to do? Okay, Sag? You can do it. Sit down. Ask yourself, what do I want out of this? Because over the next couple of months, it's showing that you really can and do have quite a lot of options open to you, which is really exciting. That doesn't happen all the time. Okay? So, back up just a little bit. do some meditation work, do some journaling. Maybe in the journaling, take a walk. Ask yourself, what do I really want? Okay? Don't worry so much about how it's going to come out. It looks like it's going to come out okay. All right? So just, especially if you're true to yourself, it looks like you're going to get what you want. 8 of Justice here. Especially if you're true to yourself. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. I'll be back in September for September and October life purpose. If you'd like to leave a comment as we go along, tell me how it's playing out. Tell me what you think. That would be wonderful. And love and light always. Until next time, thank you so much.